Hello, my name is Ella Tennant. If you didn't guess from my shirt and the wall behind me, I am a Crystal Palace fan. Welcome back to episode 13 of Either I View. This is a series I created to connect with fellow Fanalysis members ahead of our fixtures. This weekend, we're travelling to Craven Cottage to face Fulham, and today I'm joined with Fulham fan Rachel. How are you doing today, Rachel?
Hiya, I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you, Ellie, and thank you for the invite.
Thank you for being here. So you come into this game currently sitting 15th in the table, but coming off the back of an action-packed game against Manchester City, which finished 5-4. First of all, let's talk about that game. How did you feel after that fixture?
Oh, it's just the hope that kills you.
It really
I mean,
is.
it was very full. I didn't go to that game. I'm a season ticket holder, and I don't live in that area anymore. I've moved away to Bognor, so my journey's quite tricky. I don't mind it, obviously, but on a Tuesday night, wet and cold,
Yeah.
Erling Haaland on his about to score his 100th goal, I thought, do I go? Do I not go?
Yeah.
And I just thought, I don't get home till midnight, and I've got work the next day. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to watch it. Went to a local pub,
Yes.
with friends. They were just chatting. I was my eyes on the screen. Got to like 3-1, and I was just like, oh, I'm not going to look anymore. And then it was 5-1, and I just thought, okay, I'm just going to concentrate on my friends now. And then there was this like, hang on a minute, what we've so I didn't. The thing about it was I didn't hear any of the commentary, which was a shame. I'd like to have kind of got a bit more of an experience of it. But then when it was like 5-2, 5-3, 5-4,
Yeah.
I was like, literally, if we equalise, I'm running around this pub with my shirt over my head,
Yeah.
which probably wouldn't have gone down well. Might have done, but
Maybe.
everybody in the pub was willing us on, which was really nice. I think probably most people in the country were, because
Yeah.
it was such a good comeback. And whether you like Fulham or not, it's always good to see the underdog who've
Definitely.
come back from that. And people who were actually at the game were saying it was like a semi-final when you've got to score a goal to get to the final. So it was a shame I missed it, but then equally I was home again by 9:30 and 10:15, and we hadn't got it. It was just gutting because,
Yeah.
we'd one cleared off the line in the 93rd minute or something.
Oh my God. I
Um,
didn't get the complete comeback. That would have been insane.
it would have been absolutely amazing. And, and then you say, well, if you're going to concede 5 goals, then do you deserve anything out of a game? But then they conceded 4.
Exactly.
So, but that's just so Fulhamish. Fulhamish is a word.
Fulhamish.
Yeah.
Put it in the dictionary.
Fulhamish is a thing. Like when something stupid like that happens, it's very Fulhamish.
And so you mentioned it a little bit, but fiction congestion and the festive period. What's your opinion on it all? Because obviously fans like yourself miss out on games like this because it's so late on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on it?
Well, I mean, I know they do it for the telly, and I go to all the home games. I try to go to away games, but there's a lot of away games I can't go to. So on that side of things, I'm quite happy that they're on the telly and I can get to watch them all. But then on the flip side, we've got one coming up. 22nd of December is a Monday night. I move house on the 22nd of December.
Oh.
It's just one of those things, but
Yeah.
it's a Monday, so you don't think, oh, am I going to have a Fulham fixture to worry about?
Yeah.
I'm not changing the date of my house move.
No.
Not that close to Christmas. I'm not changing it, but yeah, so I won't be going to that one either. And so you sort of get it's a bit gutty when you've paid out so much money for your season ticket. But then, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. I'll be going on Sunday.
Oh, you are. Amazing. That's one of my questions soon, so we'll come to that soon.
Yeah.
But what is your evaluation of the season so far as a Fulham fan?
We've had a really mixed season. I think that we've had some really good results, like the last couple of results. Obviously, the Man City game aside, which was nearly a really brilliant result. We beat Spurs and before that Sunderland, who have been flying really high, and it's easy to see why they're doing so well. They're really organised. They just didn't create enough on the day against us, and that was great to see. We've had some really good results where we've equalised late, or we've had a bit of bad luck. We've had some dodgy VAR decisions, which I think everyone has. In particular, when we played Chelsea away, and Josh King, who's 18, scored his first goal for Fulham. It was absolutely brilliant from a Muniz flick on from the halfway line, and Josh King took it down and stuck it in. And the goal was disallowed for the Muniz flick on because he'd landed on one of their players as he landed, but it was not an intentional foul at all. So it was really gutty because he celebrated so much because it was like his first Premier League goal for Fulham. He's been with Fulham for years. He once was a club mascot, holding Tom Kearney, who is our captain's hand, came out with him. And now he's playing alongside him, and it's like he is Fulham through and through, and he's like a lovely, lovely lad. And he scored this goal, and we were just like, everyone was so happy for him. And then VAR came in and went no because of that. So, but I think everybody's had their fair share of bad VAR results, but that was really hard because it was Chelsea. And then, of course, we'd have gone 1-0 up, and then we ended up losing that one 2-0. But we've had equally, we've had quite a few slices of luck because our highest scorer at the moment is own goal. So
okay.
Yeah, our highest scorer is like we've had three clubs have scored for us.
Wow.
So you know, yeah. So I think I think our league position belies our fault. Like, we played well. We haven't had any particularly bad games. I think Everton was one where we lost 2-0, but they stuck 5 past us, and 3 of them were offside. That was a bit of VAR luck, but it didn't pay off because we lost anyway. But yeah, I think our season will get better. We've had no Anthony Robinson, who is our left back, who is a massive, massive part of our team. He's been injured since May.
Right.
So apparently he's back in training now, individually on his own. He's not training with the rest of the squad, but it's a start. So I think we'll be okay. I think we'll pick up. There's a lot worse clubs below us.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah, Wolverhampton, yeah. So if you had to pick one player from your team we should be fearful of this weekend, who would it be?
Probably Chukwueze.
Okay.
Chukwueze, yeah, he's just come up through, and he's just started to start games, and he's just a really. No, he hasn't started. He should be starting games. I should rephrase that. He should be starting games. He's just coming on, and he's a danger. He's a real danger, Chukwueze. What about Palace? Who should we be worried about?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Who do you think we should be fearful of?
I don't know. Just.
I would say Adam Morton. Adam Morton is definitely one to watch out for. Obviously, our game midweek, first half, wasn't his best game, but he played one ball through the middle and hit the split the defence, and that just shows what he can do. Even on his worst days, he can still do something. So I would get Adam Morton. Before this week, I would have said Mateta, but he is having a goal drought. He's having an absolute mare at the moment. So I don't think you have anything to fear from him this weekend. Some fans are even hoping he's benched this weekend and rested because he just given nothing to the game, and maybe give Eddie and Ketia a try up front.
Yeah, I would fear him. My son's an Arsenal supporter. I can't believe I said that out loud on a video, but my son's 32 and he's been supporting Arsenal since he was 4 and Thierry Henry days.
Wow.
And I really rated Nketiah at Arsenal.
Yeah.
So
I was a big critic of Eddie Nketiah last season because I don't think he hit the ground running. He didn't do anything for us last season. But this year, he had a small blip where he would actually play and stuff and scoring goals, but I don't think he's really being given the chance at the
Yeah,
moment. We're putting too much faith in Mateta, and I don't think we should be doing that at the moment with his form. So yeah, hopefully this weekend he gets a chance.
well, hopefully he doesn't, but you know.
Um,
But it's going to be hard for you guys because you've obviously got Europe and your squad
yeah,
rotation. You're going to have to strengthen your squad because
yeah.
getting used to Sunday, Thursday matches every week. Um,
We haven't won a game after playing midweek. So that's very concerning because our players are just exhausted, and you can see it in our game midweek. They
yeah,
were exhausted, and I'm not sure if you saw, but Oliver Glasner has spoken out after the Manchester United game, criticising Steve Parish and how much he hasn't been backed. So I think hopefully January will be a chance for him to
yeah.
right the wrongs.
You're going to have to get a few signings. You're definitely going to have to bolster your squad because
Definitely.
any team with when they're in Europe, it's so tough on the
Yeah.
team. You say that you've never won after a midweek game. That's probably going to make me put my money on you to win then because we are the team that always break the records in the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, I I meant European game, so I'm sure we've run after a cup game before, but and probably get midweek, but in terms of European games, we
Yeah, that's
haven't.
what I mean. Yeah,
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 and it's just appalling that the way, yeah, he's not been given the backing, and we have no players on the bench that we don't have enough squad depth, and it
mm,
is worrying, but we shall
yeah.
see. Do you have any opinions about Palace and their fan base?
Um, I don't like going to your ground because the
Okay.
view is shocking. The
Yeah.
view from the away bit, the section they stick us in, unless you're at the front, it's a just awful. It's one of the worst views, which is a real shame because I know when I was a lot younger, um, my son's dad was a Wimbledon supporter,
Right.
and we used to go to Wimbledon one week and Fulham the next because they had to play opposite weeks because of the policing
Yeah.
in those days because they were both quite big clubs next to each other.
Yeah.
Um, and so then obviously when they went over and shared the ground with you, it was brilliant. It was a bit weird when Wimbledon would be in the Sainsbury's end, which is
Yeah.
your end.
Yeah.
When they played you and you were the away fixture, you had to move. It was really weird. But anyway, so I know how good the view is around the ground from
Yeah.
being a home or away supporter when I was going along with him.
Yeah.
And now, but obviously they put the away fans in this ridiculous little corner.
Yeah.
Um, but there's always a really good atmosphere. I like the way I like your songs. I don't like them, but you know they're quite catchy.
Yeah. They are.
Good atmosphere. You've got a good fan base, and I like. Um, you know, I want to see you do well in Europe. I just don't want to see you do well on Sunday.
That is fair. So you said you're a season ticket holder. Do you have any tips, hints, or must-dos for fans travelling to Craven Cottage this weekend?
Um, I would say definitely check the tubes because there's been some delays lately. I think the pub that you'd probably go to is called the Temperance, if
Yeah.
that's the away fans pub. Um, wouldn't probably buy any food at the ground, although it's very nice. It's really expensive, but then again, you being another London club, you're probably paying the same prices.
Expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you go up, you know, if you go to a northern club or outside of London, then you can get a pie for four quid or something, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, not getting that in London.
no, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, but I mean, going back to the game, I'm a bit wary because we were in really good form last year when we played you in the cup,
Yeah.
and the game was over by half time.
Yeah.
It was obviously you went on to win it, which is congratulations.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, it was gutty because we'd done really well to get there. And then, yeah.
I was watching that game on the train on the way to London for a theatre show, and every time the door went in, I was screaming, and everyone was in it. I was screaming, "Praise the Lord, and yeah, it was just insane.
It was we'd been to the Old Trafford away in
Mm.
the round before, and it had gone to penalties.
Oh,
And I'm really sorry if any Man United fans are listening, but I really can't stand Bruno Fernandes
me
because
neither.
I just think he cheats, he whinges all the time,
So
and
much.
saying all of that, I will have him in my dream team because he gets quite good points. But to see him miss penalty against us was just absolutely priceless. And then we went on ahead and won the penalty shootout, which was brilliant. And all my family were there. And then there's a shot of us on BBC on Match of the Day, all our
Oh
family.
no.
It gets us all, apart from me because I'm down there like this, like can't look. But it was really good. And then so we were on such a high because of that. And then it was like, yeah, Palace at home, we can do that, yeah. And then I went to Malta with some girlfriends,
Right.
got a friendship group, there's 7 of us,
Yeah.
and 6 of the girls, not interested in football at all, you know. But when I said, but Fulham are in the quarter final, and they were like, okay, we'll find somewhere. So as soon as we got off,
Aw.
the plane, we got off the plane about 10. We had to get, it was a 12:30 kickoff, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, it was
it was
early.
and we found a bar that was showing it, and I'd put this for the flight. I had like a neck cushion,
Yeah.
and I'd filled it with Fulham scarves. I'd taken the foam out, and I'd filled it with Fulham scarves. No
Oh
one
my
knew.
god.
We got to the ground, and I went, "Here, girls," and I gave everyone a Fulham scarf, and they were really good. But like as I say, we were finished by half time, so
Yeah.
we didn't have any of that comeback like against Man City the other night against you guys.
And I thank God. Can you imagine I wouldn't be able to handle that on the train?
Just, yeah, people looking at you like, hey, what is
What are
going
you
on?
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I was wearing a palace shirt, so they should have known that.
I know people should know what the hell, if
Yeah,
football is life.
literally. And I was in London, so people should know that, like, yeah,
I think
football is
people
life.
should just know.
Yeah, it's worth it.
People should know it's our life.
It's literally our lives.
Yeah.
But in terms of the league, the last 2 times we played, so it's been a bit of a weird one, because when we played you at your home, we won, and when you played at Selhurst, you won.
Yeah.
So what is your prediction for this weekend?
It's a really tough one
Yeah.
because we've come on the back of 2 wins and then a big fight back against City. You guys are maybe a bit weary from Europe,
Yeah.
but I think I'd want to win, obviously, but I think I'd be happy with a draw because your form is. I mean, what are you, 5th at the moment?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you haven't lost. It's not that you're winning every week, but you've barely lost, have you? How many games have you lost?
We lost to Manchester United last weekend.
Well, that's a bit shameful, but anyway.
I know, you're telling me. But again, we played so well in the first half
Mm,
that we were 1-0 up, should have been 5-0 up, but we just couldn't score our chances. And then we bottled it in the second half. And then they came back and won. So we have lost 3 games,
yeah. So, I
which isn't
mean,
bad.
to have lost 3 games all year is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a tough ask for us to beat you, but then you never know which Fulham you're going to get on the day, and we could just. We've won the last 2 home games. We've done really well. Apart from Man City.
I mean, you didn't do bad, is you didn't lose 5-0, you lost 5-4. Could have been worse.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're right.
Oh God, it's just so Fulhamish. It really is.
That phrase should be coined for the Mish.
It is, yeah. It is very well known amongst us all. We all call it Fulham. It's just, I would not be surprised if we won at Arsenal and lost at Burnley. It's like a Wolves. It's just
Yeah.
we just can't seem to get a break. But I'm really happy with Marco Silva. I really hope he signs a new contract because he's been amazing. He's been with us 4 years now, I think we're probably the most successful he's been as a Premier League manager. And the squad love him, really engaged with him. It's just whether he gets the backing of the board with the money. If he doesn't get, I think if he doesn't get money this January, he'll probably be gone. He's in a lot of demand as well elsewhere,
Yeah,
and he stays with us. And time and again, they don't give him the money. So
it's so frustrating. And like being a fan of a club in that situation is so frustrating because you just want them to be ambitious. You just
mm,
want them to push on and actually invest in the club.
yeah,
And they're not.
and have faith in the manager, you know, and have
Literally.
in what he's done for our club is just unbelievable. It's so amazing. The squad looks, they're so happy. They're always joking about. There's such good team spirit amongst them. Everyone's got each other's backs. It's such a good setup at Fulham at the moment. And I think it would be a bit of a disaster if we lost him.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully we get to keep him for at least another year.
And that's what you want. You want a team that's happy off the pitch and on the pitch, because that's when they perform the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen a squad as happy. If even when we've had like really good runs of form and winning under Jukanovic, we won like 24 games in a row or something, and or undefeated. We were undefeated in 24. When Roy Hodgson took us to Europe, you know,
Excellent.
at various different times. But this particular squad, they've got some real characters like Alex Iwobi,
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey are really great mates, and they're always mucking about. And you know, there's some real funny. There's the Jimenez as well gets involved, and they all there's quite a lot of ex-Arsenal. So you've
Yeah.
got Leno,
Fifth row.
Iwobi, and Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
just
I really wanted Smith Rowe to Palace. I was very sad when he went to you. I
yeah,
think he would really.
he's another one who hasn't really hit the ground running. He's starting to
No.
find his feet. You know, you can see that he's extremely talented, and I was a big fan of his at Arsenal's because,
Mm.
I say, my son supports Arsenal. I do watch quite a lot of Arsenal, um, but hopefully he'll find his feet. He's very quiet. He's a very quiet,
Yeah, he is.
you know,
Even
very
off the pitch as well.
yeah.
Just, yeah. What are your other ambitions for January? What do you think needs to be done?
We need to sign a striker because Muniz is been out, and Jimenez is also out for a bit. We don't seem to have any sort of backup striker.
Okay.
We are getting a lot of our goals from midfield, which is fine. Even our right back scored on against Spurs. Kenny Tete. Wilson seems to be doing really well. Harry Wilson. I mean, that goal. Did you see the goal against Spurs
I
from the?
didn't know.
So Spurs keeper came out really far to clear a
Yeah.
ball, and he came out right by the sideline and got dispossessed. And the pass back to Harry Wilson from the sideline, from I don't know 40 yards out, he just stuck it
Oh,
with his foot to an open
lovely.
goal. None of the Spurs players came back to cover their keeper. It was ridiculous. It was like that was a bit of a gift. I mean, it was very well
Yeah.
taken. That was their mistake. So yeah, we're getting a lot of goals from elsewhere, but I do think like really we do need a main focal striker, centre forward,
Mm.
to support Jimenez and Muniz because they are a bit prone to injury, the pair of them.
Mm. And injuries are just the worst.
Mm.
Injuries are the most frustrating thing about football.
And
Yeah.
we've got AFCON coming up as well in January.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
we'll lose Iwobi, Bassi, and Chukwueze. So we need to be thinking about, and I mean, hopefully it will coincide with Anthony Robinson coming back from injury
Yeah.
to at least have some cover. But it's this depth of squad thing again, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
We
you've only
need
got, haven't you? You've only got one player that will go, won't you?
Salah, but
Yeah.
he's injured, so I don't think he'll be
Oh,
going
okay.
anyway. Which is
Mm.
a shame. He went off against United, and it'll be a few months apparently he'll be out for. So that's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thank you very much for coming on to my channel.
Well,
It's
you're
much
welcome. Thank you
appreciated.
very much
I
for
wish
having me.
you the best of luck after this weekend, not this
Yeah,
weekend.
same. Back at you.
Where can my viewers find you? Are you on any social medias or anything?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter and TikTok. I have a TikTok which is at Rachel Wright 199. My Twitter is Geezer Bird. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but you can maybe add it later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will put them in the description below. Be sure to give Rachel a follow, and I will see you next week for another episode of Either I of You.